new spot.
I'm talking about where they're proposing to change it.
Okay, you know where, have you seen where the box is currently?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, it's in a suitable place.
it'll be outside facing the two chairs that, where Carol sits in the lobby. So she would be looking straight at the fire panel. And then an enunciator would be put in to the walkway when you walk into the building for the fire department to see initially.
Okay, I just don't want us to settle for a spot that is not where it should be.
So,
It's a logical spot. It's a logical spot. I mean, where else you gonna put it if you can't put it where the old one's at? You don't want to put it on the other side, going into the library on that side. I mean, this one here is, you know, it's not a bad spot.
Okay,
so I have a couple of questions. Number one, and again, this is going to be because of my lack of knowledge. So the simplest thing would seem to me that they could just put an elbow on the conduit and put it through the wall and turn the box around and put it on the outside.
That's what I thought, but he said that the way he was using the box was going to protrude from the wall, and it would stick out about 3 to 4 inches. Now that we're putting it on the other side, he needs to swap out the box and put a box that can go in the wall so it doesn't protrude out. It's finished more properly.
Well, okay, so if it's going to go in the wall is only 3/4 of an inch thick. The box is not going to be 3/4 of an inch thick. So if
No.
he's going to put,
You're talking about the sheetrock is 3/4 of an inch thick, but the wall has sheetrock on both sides. It's going to go in between, inside the wall. It's going to be mounted in the wall. You understand? So only the face of it would be on the same surface as the sheetrock.
okay, so if it's going to be in the wall, then why can't it just be in the wall where it currently is and build the cabinetry around it and just leave that one little spot vacant? We're not losing much. That's just one suggestion. The second thing is my other suggestion would be to get Jimenez and Advanced Fire in here for a meeting, tell them we want a meeting, and just have them sit down in the boardroom and leave and say, guys, settle it, come up with a solution. I don't care what you do, split the cost, you pay, it doesn't matter, but take care of it because we didn't authorize any of this.
This is the typical contractor where nobody wants to sign off on it, and they won't continue with the job until it's signed off on. So whatever you want to decide, fine. I'm out of there. I'm not there. I can't schedule the meeting. I'll put it into your lap, and you can more than happy to take it over because I fought with them left and right on this.
How much are we talking about?
$3,600.
say it again.
$3,600.
$150.
3,600, is that correct?
$650. $4,650.
I'm still not hearing it because the mask is
4650.
3650,
46.
4650. That's the reduced amount?
Yep.
Huh.
And they can't cut the wires because it's fiber optic. So, I mean, we had to put it in this one spot.
But the wire is long enough to move it to the outside?
Well, it's not moving it, it's just turning it around.
Yeah,
If they're gonna build a wall in front of that box or flush with the front of the box where it is now, if you turn the box around, it's gonna be in the same position.
the difference would be, Mr. Mario, is that per code, if it's facing in the front desk, you cannot block that fire panel. There's a certain amount of feet around it that cannot be blocked, so you.
I
will
understand
have space.
that.
But
But
they're also-
if you turn it around You're not moving the position of it, you're just rotating it. It's not like you need more wire. It's not like you need more conduit. You're just spinning it around to face the outside. Because that's what's gonna happen anyway, you just told me. That they're gonna cut a hole in the wall and they're gonna insert it into the wall and mount it to the back of the interior wall between the studs.
There's more to it than that. There's another box that has to go next to it,
Right,
and then there's another piece that's underneath it. So it's not as simple as, because I thought it's the same thing. I thought it was a simple process, which is why I said to him, I said, just mount it on the outside instead. And he started explaining that he had to take it out, and certain pipes have to be exposed by law so they can get into it if they have to make a repair, because it is the fire control system.
yeah, so putting it to the other side will allow for those additional boxes to also be put outside, and you don't take up that space inside the front desk, because you won't be able to block it off. You will lose a lot of space with the packages.
I don't know, Andrew, do you have any input on this?
I think they've got us, is all I can say.
Yeah, I agree. I think we just move forward and get it done so we can continue with the, the front desk to get it finished.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a priority, I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
Does someone
Aggravating.
make a motion?
I make a motion to accept the bid from the Vance Fire.
We have a second.
I'll second it.
Can we have a vote?
Yes, Bill, yes.
Reluctantly, yes.
Reluctantly, yes.
Maybe we do the same thing with what we did with the elevator company. We send a letter to them and at the end we'll negotiate.
Yeah,
By the way, I'm having a phone conversation with the president of Connections today about that.
Yeah, and then Advanced Fire, maybe we can do the same with Advanced Fire and Jemez, that we do the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, there, I think one of you guys who was down there should call Albert and ask him to come in.
All right, is there any other further discussion on these topics? Or,
No,
I think we're done.
okay?
Okay, I make a motion to move to an executive session to discuss personnel issues.
Thank you. I second it.
Okay,
Vote,
Are we
Yeah.
logging out and back in? How are we doing it, Rick?
vote.
I'm gonna end the
Well,
meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn this board meeting.
Thank you, Stuart. I'm gonna end the meeting and we'll do that same as yesterday.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, bye.